Hi guys, I'm Andrew.
I'm Molly.
And I'm Mike.
We're IET and we're here to help you move better, feel better, and perform better. We're going to focus on some thoracic mobility now. It's important that we have basically stable segments being stable and mobile segments being mobile. So thoracic spine is a mobile segment, so we want to make sure we're getting some thoracic mobility into our workouts, into our exercises, so we can use that in performance. This drill is very simple, open book drill. We're going to keep the lumbar spine locked out here by keeping the knee up at 90 degrees and on the kettlebell, on the foam roller. So now we're going to have her turn her eyes, her head, and her chest, exhaling as she turns all the way over, and trying to basically get her shoulder blade on the floor over here. Then come on back. It's important, again, breathing is very important through this, and then using the orofacial drivers, turning through the chest, not pressing and really pulling through the shoulder, because you will actually cause problems in the shoulder by really harping on the shoulder here. It's got to come from the T-spine. We're going to go 8 to 10 reps, breathing through, slow and controlled. Good.
What this drill is her hands are actually going to come up towards the ceiling. Good. You're going to cue them to pull their ribs down. So this is core activation with thoracic extension. And she's going to let her hands go overhead, letting them fall back as far as she can before you see these ribs pop up. Of course, Molly's pretty good. Come back down, reset those ribs, really pull them down nice and hard. Keep those shoulders down. Let those hands go overhead without those ribs popping up. You will stop someone if you see, Molly, just throw those ribs up for me. Yeah, if you see these ribs come up, you see that big rib flare, if you can get them down here, keep them down there. They have to own this. This is that core control built into mobility. So we're working on the stability here with the mobility in the extension.
Mobility on its own is no good. If you don't have the stability to go along with it, it's useless. Okay, we're going to progress Molly into a half kneeling thoracic rotation and extension drill. Mike, talk us through.
What this is, it's a half kneeling windmill, and what we work on here is keeping that extension and also working on that rotation, actually combining those two drills we did earlier. So what Molly's going to do is she's going to send her right arm up towards the ceiling. Again, watch for shoulder height. Do not let this come up. With her left hand, she's going to reach down towards the ground, rotating, keeping that extension and rotation through here. What you don't want to see is you actually don't want to say, yay, I can do it way back here. I have thoracic rotation. No, you don't. You're moving from the shoulder. You want to keep that shoulder nice and stable, down and back. Focus that rotation and that extension through the thoracic spine and keep it there. And then she's going to come back up, keeping everything nice and stable and coming back.
And again,
down.
we want to make sure she can own her breath as she's doing each part of this. If all of a sudden she gets to the bottom and she has to hold her breath, then she's going to start sacrificing some of that mobility because she can't respirate and breathe at the same time. So owning the breath through the entire range of motion is going to be very important for this drill.